Howdy. I'm starting to think that attention whoring is a mental illness, because from what I'm seeing now, it seems to certainly be pointing towards that way. So, what would be interesting if people would stop being selfish for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes in their life and just wear a fucking mask. But nah, that's too much to ask, isn't it? It's too much to ask people fucking not to be a self-important idiot for fucking 5 minutes. But yeah, that's alright. Just keep upping those fines. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a mental illness. Like the guy right now on radio host on BBC who's pissed off that they used the N-word, nigger, on BBC broadcast where it was used in context as a quote. So, if you get upset about that, that's pretty stupid. And that's like American terminology. You're British. I don't think that gets used in England, does it? I don't know. It doesn't sound like something a British person. You're a nigger. No. Don't they say you're a nignog or something like that? So I don't know what he's just being a fucking idiot. Anyway, I guess his ratings weren't too great on radio, so this is one way to up the ratings, isn't it, dude? Shit. Well, all these things going on. Let's talk about shallow shit, like games. Because who gives a fuck? I don't really give a fuck about what's happening outside, because it's to the point now where I'm pretty sure it's not smart people dropping dead now. I think it's just the vast majority of idiots who don't seem to be able to distinguish between democracy and health. This is a health issue, not a democratic issue. So, yeah, it's not a big loss or anything. So let's talk about games. Fall Guys. Wow, that's my quickest refund ever. I refunded the game after about 50 minutes, because pretty much you'll get to see all there is to that game within that time frame. It's just not fun. Most games who are simple-minded and just there for pure entertainment, this isn't entertaining. It's not funny. There's nothing about it that makes you laugh. It's so simplistic to the point where it's moronic. But you look at it and think, okay, well, if kids maybe 3 to 10 years old were playing it, yeah, I can see them enjoying themselves. But anything over that, it's just a waste of fucking time, man. Because there's no challenge for one thing. It's pure randomness, because I was leading first in the race, and then just out of friggin' nowhere, some guy just sidled behind me, and I just, because of the physics, I just got knocked off the track. And there's nothing you can do about it. I tell you what would make the game actually fun and interesting, and actually make you laugh at it, was if there was a sprint button. If you're allowed a sprint button maybe every 6 to 7 seconds, or every 5 seconds, then you can use that strategically as well. And there should be a barge button, because at the moment all you can really do is just walk into people and do this little grab thing. But if there was a barge button, yeah, then it'd be bloody funny. And the tracks are very A to B, so straight. It's too linear. They should have had tracks that were spirals and maybe multiple tiers or levels or stacks where you could go down and up and up and up, instead of just usually what it is. It's just like a flat plane that goes up a ramp and then you go to the finish line. It's just a very shallow experience. If they patched it in the future and added all the features that I mentioned, then yeah, I could see it being funny. But it's not like when I played it first, I went, oh wow, this is a real new experience. No, I didn't get that feeling. The only game I got that feeling from for the past maybe 5 years would have been The Forest. That game's amazing. I'm going to keep talking about that game because not many people have played it, and you have to play it. It is so goddamn unnerving and uncomfortable and scary and just cool. You actually feel like you have to survive in there, and your motivation is to rescue your son So you got the two really strong motivators there, your son, and trying not to get eaten alive by bloody cannibals. I'd say that's pretty friggin' motivational. Yeah, play the forest. And a lot of people are saying to me, play Escape from Tarkov. But from what I'm seeing, all the, the controversies regarding the devs and shit, it's very off-putting. And you see, and, if they were really honest, I think those guys, that game will not be in fucking beta after, what has it been, 4 years now? Yeah, games don't stay in beta for 4 years unless they've actively decided for themselves they're not going to put it as a final release. It's not going to happen. I can put fucking money on it. It's not going to happen. And from what I'm hearing is, if you buy a copy of it and they somehow arbitrarily decide that you've done something that went against the rules, they'll just ban you, and they make you repurchase the game. And I think that's where most of their money is coming in, where they're just making people purchase the game again. And, I'm no expert, I haven't played the fucking thing, but there's something about it that just makes me I look at it and I think, why would I want to play this? Looks like a fucking camper's paradise, and I hate fucking campers. Why would I want a game based solely on camping? Boggles the fucking mind. Wouldn't you just, camp near the exit and just wait for people? Isn't that what people do? And they're saying that if you upgrade, sort of pay to play away, if you get all the good armor and shit, that you're virtually invincible to people who are new or mid-tier players, because they don't have the weaponry to take you down, or the bullets, which is pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, there's just so many things. And the way they went after all those YouTube streamers and shit, and doing copyright strikes because the little babies can't take fucking criticism. Oh, you said bad things about the game, I have to copyright strike you now because I'm pussy, I'm fucking pussy. Fucking Cossack sluts. Can't take any fucking criticism. Fuck them. Don't pay them money. Fucking idiots. And their leader is just some fat fucking neckbeard. Oh man. Sycophantic fucking idiots. I don't know who has a crazier fan base, Mordhau or fucking Escape from Tarkov, but they all seem fucking insane. They have no fucking ability to distinguish that. Oh, you might be getting fucking ripped off. Nah. As long as you're having 5 minutes of fun, all reasoning goes out the fucking window. Anyway, what else was I playing? Okay. Ghost of Tsushima. It's really good. I like it more than Witcher 3. Witcher 3, I played for 40 minutes and I just got bored of it. I don't know if it's Geralt's monotone delivery in the third one. In the second one, I finished it completely because I just found the story interesting. With his nemesis, which was another Witcher. And that dude was cool. You wondered why was he the way he was, and how would you interact with him. And at the end of Witcher 2, I just let him go. It's like, I don't want to fight this guy. I like this guy. Well, I don't want to fight him. It was pointless. And that's like one of the coolest choices I've ever had in an RPG game where, do you want to fight this guy? I'm sure the fight would have been cool, but during the middle of the game, near the middle, I think it was, you actually do get to fight him. So it's not like you'd have a new fight with him or anything. You would have experienced that, so you know what, the clash would have been like. But, yeah, that's one of the coolest choices. You just let the guy go, and I let him go. But in 3... Geralt is fucking boring as fuck. The story is boring as fuck. I don't care about fucking Ciri and shit. I don't care. And that fucking... That guy who looks like... Saruman or something. Sauron. He looks like Sauron. He looks exactly like Sauron. And you're supposed to get him. And I just don't give a shit. I was stuck in a cave for fucking 2 hours. And I was like, fuck this game. What am I doing in a goddamn cave? With some bitch... And I got stuck and I said, fuck this. And I decided to continue the story. There was that cool story, side quest. Was it the side quest or main quest? I can't remember. About that aborted baby that you have to fight in the grave. And he's just crawling around. And this all sick shit. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. But Tsushima is good because the combat's fucking great. I think that's the main draw that gets you into that game. It's the combat. So it's the parrying. It's the way, once you start upgrading, you can do all these super moves and so forth. So you finally feel overpowered compared to the enemy. And near the end game, that's a great feeling. and that's what keeps bringing you back. And the story itself is pretty decent. And there are a few SJW moments in there, but not enough to make you go, fuck, I'm gonna stop playing this game. But one of the most stupid fucking scenes was where there's this fucking elderly dyke bitch samurai who has a girlfriend, and then she's got a husband, she's got kids, and she's trying to avenge her kids, and she's upset about her fucking dyke girlfriend and all this shit. And you're like, I don't give a fuck, ho. I don't give a fucking flying fuck. And then there's a scene where she gets pissed off about getting revenge on a monk, so she tries to kill you. And the cutscene, so you beat the shit out of her, and the cutscene after that is you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And she goes, I tried to kill you. I'm sorry about that. Will you accept my part? I'm sorry. And he's like, don't do that again. Like, are you out of your fucking mind, man? How do you know you're not going to be sleeping that night and she's going to stab you in the neck? How the fuck do you know? Or if you're walking too far in front of her and a fucking katana just goes through your chest from behind. I mean, there's certain things where you break trust, and I'm pretty sure killing your friend is one of them. But yeah, just gloss over that shit. And I just didn't want to help her. I was like, fuck this. And I hate her. And they're making it seem like she's like this, like some hot piece of ass. That's why she's got a husband, she's got a girlfriend. You look at her and she's just like fucking craggly old bitch with a mean, cunty fucking personality. And supposedly she's meant to be some kind of fucking supermodel to these fucking people. I don't understand. Masako, you know who I'm talking about, goddammit. Oh, fuck. And FIFA 21 and all that shit's coming out, and I don't give a damn. Because, technically speaking, FIFA 21's going to come out on PS5 and, the upgraded PC version. So I'm not going to get it on PS4. And to this day, they flat out refuse to put Pele and Maradona and all the classic players that we want in there. They're not going to put them in there. That's all they have to do. Just put fucking Pele in there. And just put Maradona in there. And don't give me that shit about, it'll cost too much money to get the license to put them in there. No. Okay? I'm pretty sure that Pele needs the money. He's been doing fucking hard-on ads for the past decade or so. And bloody Maradona, I'm pretty sure he could do with more crack. Okay? So it's not like they don't need the money. They need the fucking money. It'd be great to have them on there. And it's just fucking FIFA. And the funny thing is, if it's FIFA 21 and if it's going to be like, the first gen, the first batch of sport games on PS5, then it's first gen again. So either they're going to make a new engine and we're guinea pigs and we're the beta testers. So I don't really give a fuck. I might end up getting 2024 if fucking EA's still around and the devs are still alive and the world's fucking still there. Piece of shit. We'll probably only end up playing up until 22 or 22 at this rate. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. And I don't know. There's just not much coming out, and I thought I'd take the plunge and start playing Death Stranding and Last of Us 2 because they're so divisive. And I swear to Christ, if I hear one more person say divisive, I'll punch him in the fucking teeth because that's not how you pronounce it, you moron. It's the same type of people who say it's deep-seated. No, it's deep-seated. You fucking idiot. Yeah. Because if it's divisive, then I want to know why. And I know most of the reasons why people hate it, but I just want to experience it for myself and see if it really is that bad. And if it's not, I'll talk about it. But if it is, then I won't be saying shit because, everything's been said about most of these games. But Tsushima is great because you finally get to just be an overpowered fucking samurai who doesn't give a fuck. And there's so many scenes where he's just like shouting, just completely shutting down bitches. There's a scene where this thief chick was like, you can join me. He's like, no, I'm not going to join you. Yeah, you can do this to me. I don't give a shit. I don't believe you. I don't give a fuck, ho. And he just gets up and leaves. Like, yeah, that's right, Jin, you leave. And then you go take a gay bath in the hot spring, and he's sitting there. He's like, I wish I could touch a woman. I wish it's been a longer time. And he's all forlorn about it. But half the time in the bar springs, he's thinking about like his uncle and his dead horse and shit. It's like, who knows what he's fucking into? Because it's never fucking women. But anyway, I'll talk about other shit later. Yeah, have a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the main reason to get Tsushima is because you get to fight a fat Steven Seagal Mongol version. It's fucking great. Go kill the fat bastard.